got Harden. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jordan. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. And for Los Angeles, George is out there with Chris Paul. And there's Davis. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jordan in at the center. Now, here is George. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. Paul with the 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. It's stolen by Davis. And there's the drive. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Now, here's George. Jordan with the screen on Rose. A nice shot by George.
PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. Pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
Here's Harden, and it's sent back by George. And they'll get another chance. And again, Chicago, no good. Leonard the pass to George. Back to Leonard. George looking around. Pass to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. Again, Los Angeles.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Davis finds Leonard. George with the ball. Back to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
And it's Paul with the ball for Los Angeles. Outside, George. Outside, Leonard from downtown. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Chicago also making a switch. English is checked in. Now, here is Harden, driving in, banked in off the glass. Harden's got his second bucket.
Well, once Harden takes that first step, it's very difficult to stop his drive.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Clippers. 6-point game. The rebound by Harden. Paul's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Rose, and Rose throws it down hard.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now here's Paul. Leonard on the wing. Over English. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Rose. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Rose has gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Jordan against O'Neal. Jordan trying to free himself up. That's good for George on the assist by Jordan. George has got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Harden inside the 3-point line. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And it's Leonard missing. Chicago trails by 4. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all 3 levels.
Paul kicks to Crawford. Outside, George. Lets it go with the 3. George missing again. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And English with the stuff.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Now here's Jordan. Still scoreless. Crawford's shot is good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
The three from Harden. It's hauled in by George. Pass to Leonard. And it's Crawford, top of the key. Over Jordan. Crawford's shot is good. 5 points in the game. And here's English for three. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Clippers ahead. They're up by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Danny Granger, and it's Crawford. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Hollins in at the 3 at the 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Danny Granger.
Clearly a foul.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game. Davis is checked in for Ryan Hollins. Adebayo is checked in for Chicago. Both free throws good from English.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Davis with a screen on ball. Pass to Granger. English with the steal. Here's Adebayo. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Love it when the big guy like Adebayo is out there making it happen in the fast break.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Now Crawford. He's got 5. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And English kicks the ball. Here he goes. And then Paul slams it in.
Brushing that right off. Tough to redirect ball on that drive.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Leonard comes in for Jordan. And it's James Harden in for Mitchell. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Redick against Harden. Here's Crawford. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Crawford's got 7 points.
Well, J.J. Redick knows everybody's position on every play in the playbook, so good job of getting the ball over to his teammate there.
The kick out to Ball. Leonard with the steal. Ball against Crawford. Pass to George. And he drops it in from the low post. 7 points in the game.
Look how confident George is inside. Just pops it in.
Here's Ball. quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Harden inside the three-point line. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And so Crawford will bring it up for the Clippers. Outside Leonard. Crawford looking over the floor. Outside George. It's Redick on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Launches a three. Chicago grabs the miss.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
1:56 left now here in the second. Pass to George. There's Crawford with the three. Hits it from three-point range. Crawford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Jamal Crawford looking comfortable from behind the arc on that one. Tough to lock him down out there. You're worried about him driving around you.
Harden's shot is good.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
1:32 left in the first half. Crawford kicks to Redick. Back to Crawford. The three was shot by Redick, no good. Here's Ball. Redick with the rebound. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul. So, for the Clippers, Hedo Turkoglu's checked in for Leonard. Barnes comes in for J.J. Redick. And Paul subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Derrick Rose is checked in for Chicago. Paul with the screen for George. Driving to the basket. Good. George has got 9.
Just cutting right there to the spot he wanted to get to. Paul George being very aggressive on that play.
58 seconds left in the first half. Now, here's Ball. Pass to Leonard. Outside Rose. And Rose throws it down hard.
How about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
Adebayo against Davis. Here's Paul. Davis with a screen on Ball. Paul's shot is off. Ball against Paul. Adebayo kicks to Ball. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Ball's got the lead up to 3 now for Chicago. George against Rose. George dishes to Barnes. Paul outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Chicago leads by just 3. I'm going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Chicago leading by 3. So with Harden on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Derrick Rose is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's English. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Rose, that's good.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
And here is Los Angeles now. And here's George. Pass to Jordan. Paul with the ball for the three. English pulls it in. Here's Rose. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Paul. Outside Leonard. George up top. Kicks it out to Paul. A three ball. Buries the long-range jumper. Paul's got 5 now.
Chris Paul knowing to go straight up with that shot. Such a smart play from him.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Jack is checked in for Bam Adebayo. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Rose scanning the floor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Los Angeles trails by 4. Paul passes to Davis. And here's Leonard. He's covered by Leonard. Here's George. Pass to Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Michael Jordan. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for your home team.
He's off on the second. Chicago leading by 3. Jordan kicks to Shaq. Now Rose. Driving inside. And taken away by Paul. Lobs it up for Jordan. O'Neal with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Davis. And 3 from Jordan. And again, no good by Chicago. On the wing, George. He's guarded by English. George passes to Paul. Nobody near Leonard. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Leonard's got 6.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
And finished off by Rose.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's George. It's rebounded by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jordan kicks to English. Davis against Rose. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And I would say that's the definition of an ankle break. Breaker, fellas. That move was devastating.
And I'm watching the coach over there to see if he's cueing in the team position to take a look at those ankles.
Back to George. Jordan sets the pick for George. Inside. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Floats one up. And there's the nice layup by Rose. Rose has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Wow, I don't know how you stop that. Rose putting on a show.
Los Angeles trails by 6. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. J.J. Redick's checked in for Los Angeles. Chicago also making some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for English. James Harden comes in for Leonard. And it's ball in for Derrick Rose. Redick bounce pass. Here's George. Good D by Jordan. Chicago leading by 6. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop them now. And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Down low. Here's Ball. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. It's Redick on the wing. And the Clippers miss again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Harden scanning the floor. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Ball finds Harden. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. George against Jordan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Harden up top. Oh, he just jams it right over Glenn Davis. Wow!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been terrific in this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Paul on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Hedo Turkoglu, Crawford out there with Paul George. Then there's Danny Granger, and it's Davis in at the center position.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Known as a tough defender, George, so good at reading shooters and getting to those shot attempts.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
George against Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender, using the old pump fake.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Clippers. Collison comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Chicago also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Collison against Ball. The teardrop falls in. Ball's got 4 points this quarter.
The graceful touch on the floater. Ball making it look easy.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. A drive by Collison and finished off by Collison.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Harden inside the three-point line. Ball finds Harden. The kick out to English. Paul George with the steal. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by English. Danny Granger is checked in for Turkoglu. And Chicago also making a switch. Mitchell, he's checked in for James Harden. Collison against Ball. The kick out to Collison. Antetokounmpo against Granger. Davis with a screen on Giannis. Los Angeles with another miss.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Ball, the pass to English. Antetokounmpo up top. Granger covering. Here's Mitchell. Back to Giannis. Pass to English. Tries again. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. English has got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He has decided it's the right time to talk. A different look for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Granger. Kawhi Leonard comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Paul in for Darren Collison. Chicago also making some changes. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for English. James Harden comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Rose in for Ball. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Los Angeles trails by 11. Outside, George buries it down low. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And George has been assertive in this one, shouldering the load offensively.
And it's Rose penetrating and then jammed down as he goes right over DeAndre Jordan.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. The three from George. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
George, a volume three-point shooter. He possesses outstanding confidence and leans into that perimeter game.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. George against Harden. And George kicks to Leonard. And the rejection by Harden. And they're able to recover. They grab their own miss. Here's George. 1:09 left here in the 4th quarter. Releases. They get it back. Adebayo passes to Harden. And that one is good.
James Harden.
And now a 12-point Chicago lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Chicago.
great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
6 to shoot. Harden against George. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Harden inside the three-point line. Here's Rose. Adebayo kicks to Rose. Back to Adebayo. Pass to Rose. Goes up again, and Jordan sends it back. And they get it back. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what we want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.